So usually in week 4, you have to submit a special email assignment. And then starting in week 5, and then in week 6, 7, and 8, you'll have some special Microsoft Word assignments. Right, so here's week 5 on a document processing class on Moodle. And if you look at the to-do list, you'll see that this block letter is mentioned. And if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see a link to week 5 Microsoft Word assignment. I'm going to click on that, and it brings up a full description of this assignment. So it's page 91, correspondence 26-5, business letter. Right, so here's my book, and I've just got it set up like this so I can explain this assignment. I'm going to be flipping back and forth between pages. Right, but here's page 91. And then we're looking for, let's see, that's correspondence 26-5. Back over here, right, this is what I want, 26-5. So this right here is what I'm going to be looking at. Right, and it says single space document. Right here, right, single space document. I'll go over that in a second. Type the text from rough draft on page 91 into a block letter. The same style and format as the letter on page 89, and then you're going to upload it down here like a regular Moodle assignment. So this is what you're going to be typing, and you'll see it has this kind of like handwritten sort of cursive look to it. But what you're going to be doing is imagining that your boss has given you this handwritten letter, and they want you to type it up as a formal business letter on the computer. So if we look in the book, so this is what the professor means when they say format as the letter on page 89, right? So if I look at page 89, here we have this kind of business letter, right? So you don't have to be worried about including this blue diamond or any of this address stuff up here. You're just worried about the part where it starts with the blue arrow that says 5x, right? This part is what you're going to be following. Each time it says X, that means you're pressing enter, right? So 5X means press enter 5 times, like on your computer, right? So your enter or return button. So you start this letter by pressing enter 5 times, put in the date. So here it has a little dash, but you can just put in the year, right? So 2022, 2023. Then you press enter 4 times, you put in this whole bit, pressing enter for each line, and so on all the way down. So this is on page 89, and then the same format, they go through it again from page 90 up to the top of page 91, right? It's the same thing. Start by pressing enter 5 times, the date, put in the year 4 times, and so on, right? So you get this particular look. So for this assignment, you have this handwritten note with these red lines in it, and these red lines are where you're going to be pressing enter. These red vertical lines. This little dash right here just means you can fill in the date, right? So again, you can make it like 2022, 2023, whatever the year is, right? But then after that, that red slash means you're pressing enter. Same thing here, right? All the way through. These little symbols here that kind of look like backwards P's, they're just the starts of paragraphs. And again, you're just pressing enter. You don't have to indent them or anything like that. Just press enter. And your goal is to make this look like this, right? So for instance, I see May 25th, 2022, let's say. I'm going to press enter 5 times here because that's what it tells me here, 5 times. Then I'm going to press enter, let's see, 4 times after it, and so on all the way through. To do this, I'm going to do it in Microsoft Word, right? I'm going to show you how to get there. So right now we're on Moodle, and I have my school email open up here. Right, so this is Outlook, your school email, right? If you ever have trouble getting there, you can always just go to outlook.office.com, right, just like that, and press enter or return on your keyboard. From here, I'm going to get into Word by going to this blue little Word button right there. Okay, and then you'll see it'll load in a second. I'm going to click on this new blank document button. Now, the important thing here before you get started is to make this document single-spaced. And if you look in Moodle, you'll see the professor specifically mentions it, that They want it to be single spaced, right? That's really important. So I'm gonna go back over to Word. To make it single spaced, all you have to do is go up here, click on this line spacing button, and click remove space after paragraph. That makes it so there's no extra space between the paragraphs. Everything is single spaced. If your toolbar, your buttons up here might also look like this, right? So it might look like this instead, but it's the same thing, just a little different. I'm gonna go over here to these little dots right here. Now I go down to the line spacing, and then let me see, where is it? Here. Line spacing and remove space after paragraph, right? So either way, it's the same thing. Once I have that set up, now I'm just going to type this up, right? So as before, if we look at our example, we press enter 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we type in the date, right? And so on, May 25th, and we go on and type this whole letter on Microsoft Word. Now, one thing to keep in mind is the line length here is not going to be the same as the line length on your screen. You're going to be able to fit in more words on your screen. So you don't have to press enter at the end of every line here. You can just let it run through on your screen, right? So when you get down to the parts with the paragraphs on your letter, right, you can just keep typing all the way, just keep going. You don't have to press enter, just keep going all the way until the text goes over onto the next line by itself, right? So here you just keep typing, keep typing. You don't have to press enter at the ends of any of these lines until you come to the end of the paragraph, right? And then you'll see over here at the end of the paragraph, you press 2x, or you press enter 2 times, right? So these little symbols here just mean you're pressing enter 2 times. Okay. Yeah, and that's the basics. You're just typing up this whole letter, and then where it says URS, you're just putting in your initials in lowercase. So you're going to type up this whole text using these words, but following the little blue arrows and X's over here. You're going to type this all up on Word, and then you're going to submit it on Moodle.